Zio get me by to it. How dear not see my menu. There was some gonna walk a rare. Never your hand to blue. How dear not see a cartoon. Sazo mega ye blanco quanti. So, Kawaka Kama, Mapano, Mokoziza. Bagum Yabatana, yet a dog is a cover. Okay, the Sugu to a boy. How, my man. Good okay, the Sugu. No matter where you were so this is cover. Okay, the Sugu to a boy. How, okay, the Sugu. Tomorrow. I know I will cover the boy. My way, call your money, they won't worry, okay, one to come back to you. My way, so yes, you go where I do. Yakwemo, they want to walk on a gammy, no so a castle, go black here, money, never walk a mouth. I was saying to her, I want to see why you took the my name will be good. Those scared of it, I will not come over. I will see it ever good. Some yet, Maluo, to the no bones as he go na Zarago. Apaka you take to me, Maka got it again, go back the water. Maka my so we were here, you are so to Magasit. Mauga Kalami, Black Yami, Yama, and I know that you. My menu, there was some gonna walk a rare. Never your hand to blue. How dear not see a cartoon. Sazo mega ye blanco quanti. So, Kawaka Kama, Mapano, Mokoziza. Bagum Yabatana, yet a dog is a cover. Okay, the Sugu to a boy. How, my man. Good okay, the Sugu. No matter where you were so this is cover. Okay, the Sugu to a boy. How, okay, the Sugu. Tomorrow. I know I will cover the boy. My way, call your money, they won't worry, okay, one to come back to you. My way, so yes, you go where I do. Yakwemo, they want to walk on a gammy, no so a castle, go black here, money, never walk a mouth. I was saying to her, I want to see why you took the my name will be good. Those scared of it, I will not come over. Go ahead, I will see it ever good. Some yet, Maluo, kuna gonza sasa ingo mume na zaragu apaka yute tumetone manga wakori de tage gonga gbebo atene mage yamae sewe wapia yewa sore oye tumagasi mauga kala muni lagia muni yama wa kama ana nore yetu so yesi bawe lagu yekwe mote wanu agaragara mui nuso ekaso bo black ya mui nyaba wakama o hawe so yetu bawe hawana so yetu gagu ma ne wa bile wagu zo sira gine wa gazu ah wa nyoko zama o Maluo tuta kuna gonza sasa ingo mume na zaragu apaka yute tumetone manga wakori de tage gonga gbebo atene mage yamae sewe wapia yewa sore oye tumagasi mauga kala muni black ya muni yama wa kama ana nore yetu
Good evening, folks. Samson told Labra Paparato. We're here again this evening to have fun with you. We hope that you will enjoy us again as usual. Samson told Labra Paparato. Wonderful evening to all of you. Please, when you join us, all we ask is that you just share this video for our brothers and sisters who have not had the opportunity to join me tonight. The liberal is in control, and the liberal idea is going to prevail here tonight. No conservative idea will be. Folks, I don't know what's going on with Ambrose. Ambrose. My brother Ambrose, are you in Liberia or where are you? That will be the topic of the night. Ambrose, I have not heard from you for a very long time. I hope you're not upset with me. My liberal view perhaps had something that you're not quite ready for. But Ambrose, if you're listening tonight, join us. Ambrose, please. Okay. Again, Samson to Labroparito. I want to welcome all of you again tonight. This is a Tuesday night, second edition of this program. As usual, we do Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We were here last night and we had some serious discussion. And Terry Rescue 3 brought in some serious conversation that I'm going to be discussing here tonight. I hope the analysts will join us and let's have a conversation. Thank you for joining us again tonight. Those of you that are joining right now, Davis, Malou, Woods, Joyce Phillips, we say thank you very much, guys. Yellow, thank you very much for joining us. Please just share this video. Do us a favor, share so that we can have high numbers on here tonight as well. Again, Samson to Labra Pub Radio. Safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. We want to thank you for the safety travel of our president back home. My Lord, we want to thank you for the travel mercy you provided for our president. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you for everything. Thank you. As usual, we put the president in your hand. You never fail. You always take care of him. We appreciate him. We thank you very much. Again, my Lord, we come before you tonight. For those brothers and sisters that are unable to join us tonight for whatever reason, please step in. Step in, guide the process. My Lord, for those brothers and sisters who, for whatever reason it is, are in pain tonight, be the prime reliever. We ask, my Lord, that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Give the leadership of the Republic of Liberia, give them wisdom to do what is good for our people. My Lord, we ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Baka, be blessed. Whatever he touches, my Lord, bless his hand. Whichever door he knocks, my Lord, open the door. Give him long life. He's here for a purpose, and we ask that you give him long life. We pray that you give him long life. Let him do what he have to do for this country, for which he's been wondering how long and how much he's been waiting. He's here. Give him wisdom, and we appreciate you. My Lord, those of us that believe in you, we wait for your time. We will continue to pray every day, but we know your time is the best. Whenever you agree on anything, my Lord, it's there to happen. It's bound to happen. Nobody can stop it. And because of that, we are very, very aware of that, and we will wait for your time. But in the meantime, we'll continue to pray to you. We will be patient. We will be patient. The patient that you want us to be, we will be patient. And we know it. Because when you answer in affirmative. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you for that opportunity. We ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Again, folks, that's how we do it here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining. We appreciate all of you again tonight. Uh, thank all of you for watching. And please, let's have fun here tonight. A few things. For some reason, I don't know what is happening with us. And sometimes I can be wondering about myself, although I'm not educated like the other people. But sometimes I can be wondering about myself. I don't even get GED. I've been fighting to get GED for the last 40 some more years. I can't get it. Excuse me tonight. I don't got my jibble here. So, but let me call my son here right away. Let me call him. Let him get me water quick before I start coughing and stuff like that. Because I'm still under the weather. People that I know, look. Your man maybe talk. I can't do that. I just got through praying. God is there. God will bless me. I can't do that. I will no. I can't touch that part because I don't know anything on that side. I know God. So let me call my son to give me water quick. Let me call my son to give me water quick, my people. So my son, it was a social security son for me. He and I will have a deal. I gave him money. I pay him. I wanted him to be my camera person, but he said he don't want that kind of job. So I wanted him to be the producer for my show. He said he didn't want that kind of job. So I said, okay, give me water whenever I come on air. He charged me. The young man is charging me $100 a night to give me a cup of water. He said that business. I said, you my son. He said, yeah, but that business there. Business, business. He said nothing personal, but it's business. So he must say we negotiating. You tell me what I should pay $100 every night just because I'm on the show and he bringing me water. You let me know. He said nothing personal there, it's business. So he's gonna bring me water here, and we're still negotiating. I don't know if I should pay $100 per night for a cup of water. Yeah, he is. He giving me water. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're still negotiating, right? Mm-hmm. You see? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said, mm-hmm. Either in like, bro, I will pepper him. Mm? But if I pepper him right now, you will not see me on the show tomorrow. If I pepper my own son right now, you'll not see me on the show for maybe 2, 3 weeks. So not pepper him. Okay. So anyhow, I got water now, folks. Let's get it going. Like I said, like I said, I don't know what is happening with us as Liberians. I don't know what our intent is to just feed ourselves, like many of us here in the United States live by paycheck to paycheck, or do we intend to invest in the future of our country? Government after government after government, they just there to feed themselves. The future of the country, the institution building process of the country does not have interest. They do not have interest in that. And don't take my word for it. Look at the way the people behave, my people. President Bakai, the 40 some more years experience, 50 some more years of experience we brought in. Look at the people around him. Do they look at anybody that want to think about the future of the country? All of the legislature, we're gonna roll the bill. Political role from here to there. In 2 weeks, water care the whole role. Are they thinking about the future? When the white people, they feel sorry for us and they give us contract through the God-given talent of President Bakai. We get contract. Then they share the contract among themselves. They share the contract among without even informing our father of the nation how the contract is being divvied out. And to get those kind of position, you got to pay plenty money before they look at you. Look at them when they came here with the president. They were all over taking pictures all over the place. Go on their Facebook pages, you'll see all over the place. Ask them how much the government of Republic of Liberia spent for you to come here. When they tell you, you open your mouth. 5 cents, they didn't say anything. Why, what kind of people are we? Why is it that when the opportunity is given to you to serve your brothers and sisters, the first thing you think about yourself, what kind of service is that? Is it me, my people? It's just me who thinking like that? Since 2005, when Madam Sally took over, what are the real, tangible for the future young generation of like, I see my hair getting white. I'm coming to go dye again. I can't go with white. I'm only for the 3-year-old. I can't get white hair for. But that's not the issue. You tell me tonight, since Manaseli came over up to this time, what are the tangible for the future? One young man from Canada here built the best library in the Republic of Liberia for the future. For the future. They're not going to haul him the kind of idea he's using. They will not bring in. They bring people who will put money in their own pocket. Their future is their pocket. Their future is their children. They don't have future. They don't have future plan for other people's children. And so for campaign, during campaign time, they all over the place campaigning. They use a troop, and truck themselves to Spoon TV, denigrating President we are, but President we are only look for it. Degrading President we are a people. How unfit the government was. How President we our government was not able to lead, and that when they're given the opportunity, they will make sure you will get plastic bag, each of you. You will not go on the beach again. They will get your plastic bag. Each Liberian will have their own plastic bag. They will not go on the beach. Lie upon lies. And we're over here. I'm one of those. I wasn't lying. I believe in President Bakai. And I thought the fact that certain names that were ranking along with President Bakai, I believe as though people were successful in guiding the president, we will be successful. The like of John Molo. And the rascal, not my word, President Waka Warner, the rascal, as soon as the election was taking root, they started pushing people aside. As soon as they won the election, they start taking position. One time I called, at that time they had the sectors, the different sector, turnover sector, they call them, whatever they call it. And somebody told me, said, Samson, watch and see all of these sectors that force their way to be leader of these different sectors. That those are the ministers you're looking at. I said, no. Because many of them I believe are not qualified. I said, no. This is not the kind of government. President Baka told us, all hands on deck. Whether you're from Grand Gidel, you're from Lofao, what any place you come from, as long as you're qualified, all hands on deck. So they're not going to do that to us. They're going to employ people who have the ability to move the country forward. For true, for true. For true, for true. Here we are. This country, Republic of Liberia. This country people die for. Literally put their lives on the line and die for this country. We never fought war against other countries. The Civil War owned that something we ourselves brought it on ourselves. Look at this young girl that they put her here recently, Black Diamond. Have you find out what her reason was to join the rebel group to fight as a young woman? Have you even looked at some other people who have been accused of war crime behavior today? Why? Who are we? Who are we? And out of a sudden, these leaders, they get in position and try to sweep this thing on the rug. And your young people, you're sitting down. Nobody's saying nothing. The only people we hear from, and for me, that's that Tabata yo-yo nonsense. University student, when they're not in favor of government, then they make noise. But when the government is in favor of them, they don't say anything. They will not criticize if their own people are in power. Who are we? What kind of business we're on, so my people? Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? All we do is one paper, one position. Many of them, they're lawyers. They study the law and they study real well. How to find loophole in the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia to benefit themselves. And when you come from here, you go back home. You say, okay, I've educated myself. I have learned. I want to contribute, but I want to run for the office. They say, what a cup of rice you give her first? That's the first thing. What a pusawa you got for her before we even listen to you. But yet still, the people who buy you baby top, the people who buy you pusawa, they're doing nothing for you. and you always hand out. You want hand out from the Liberian diaspora. Every day you're begging for money. But when time to vote, when we send you people who will do well for you, who will do well for you, you turn against them. And these people, because the election coming, they give you money, instant gratification, nothing for future. You're not thinking election. When election time comes, you're not thinking for the future. All you want is right now. So they give it to you. In the meantime, when the election finish, after they win the election, they send their kids to far off, educate their children while your children are there. I told you 2, 3 years ago, I said these people, after they finish sending their children, they will come back. Their children will come back and they will be over your own children. You give them power, they will rule your children because you refuse to demand. You send your children abroad, fine, but make sure that my child get the same kind of education that your son or your daughter gonna get abroad. You're not even care. You don't even care. It's not even. It doesn't even face you. It doesn't face you. It doesn't face you. We fight over useless thing. The politicians are so smart to put us against each other. They're trooping themselves again on Spoon TV. They're going back again. And then they are now panelists on Spoon TV, pushing the line that they are the best. Their person they're selecting is the best. They're trooping themselves again. They're back on Trump. They're back on Spoon TV, praising. And we watch. And we forget. 3, 4 years ago, they were on 2, 3 years ago, they were on Spoon TV. How best the Unity Party would do. The people that used to be on Spoon TV, they're no longer there. You can't find them anymore. They have gotten position. This is what we do as Liberian. I will say here, I don't go anywhere. You call me, say, I don't want it. What am I want from you? What do I want from you? They come and lie to us. And yes, they think they're very sophisticated. They know what kinds of note to strike as a liberal to move you. We send people to join you and move your country forward. You refuse. Many of us here in the United States and all over have kids that are not connected to you back home. As we leave the stage, the younger generation next to us who are also still connected, they are there, but their connection to Liberia is not as strong as many of us who grew up. Many of these people now, they grew up in refugee camp. They are now fully connected. Many of them didn't have the opportunity. We ruin their chances of being connected to Liberia. We ruin their young people. These young people, we, the older people, ruin these people's life. We ruin the young people's life. Some of them that have the opportunity, they left. They are not connected, solely connected to the soil that they were born in. You know what kind of trauma that is? Some of them grew up in Ghana. Some of them grew up in Nigeria, in Sierra Leone, Guinea. And they were fortunate enough, blessed enough to be able to travel to the bigger land and improve themselves. Now you're coming by, you want your children to come back and to invest. They invest where? You're feeling ruin their life. You come now, all that mess you make. That now you want the young people to come and face it. That now they're dictating your own life, your ruin. You're so greedy people. Greed for power. You're ruining these young people's life. Now, some of them are blessed to educate themselves. And now you want them to come back to come face your nonsense mess you're making in the country. You're fixing yourself. And you'll continue to do that. You refuse to understand the importance of the future. You refuse to understand that the future does not belong to you anymore. But because of that, you want your own now. What kinds of law we don't have on the book in Liberia, my people? If you were to read the different law that prohibit certain things in society, they follow in Liberia. If you read the law that prohibit certain activities in Liberia that you cannot do in a society that will improve the lives of the people in a society, the law plenty there. But what do? Disobey the law, disrespect the law. And we say we are patriotic Liberian. Let me bring you Sis Scotty. Sis Scotty, when you're ready, put your thumb up. I'll bring you on. Because the camera is still shaking. If you're ready, just put your thumb up. Okay. But yet still, after making a mess of the country, we say the young people must come. The young people who you're inviting, what position you're going to give them? You're still occupies your position. All of you. You're walking with king in your hand. And you're still occupying ministerial position. You're walking in wheelchair. And you still want to be minister then. Then I play on one of the young people to come run to. They're enjoying themselves here. But they are still connected. Let me bring in Sis Scotty. Sis Scotty, good evening. Thank you for joining. Let me finish my monologue here and I'll let you jump in quickly. These young people, you come here. Oh, Liberian, they need to come to invest. The president sincere. But those who were around the president, so flakaje, so lie. If the young man leave from here right now, go to Liberia, he want to invest. He get good money to invest. The kind of roadblock the crooks were thrown away. You'll be surprised. They must be bribed before they even sign paper. What kind of country is that? And you want future for your children? You're who's supposed to have it. You don't have no, many of you, God, I feel bad because God, that's God, and God has blessed you. You're still alive, but you do not have the education, but you want the best thing for your children. Instead of putting people in position that will think about you, that will make the future of your children better. You put people in position because they gave you cup of rice. You put people in position because they gave you chingisu. Sharp mouth. They get in position. Then they say, watch me. Do I even care again, sir? Say, Scott, what happened? Okay. She going again. When she come back, we'll bring her back. So sharp mouth. They're trooping again on Spoon. I'm warning you now. You start watching the show. They're trooping again on Spoon. Singing, praising. How better they will be next time. But this time around, I hope Liberians are smart to that. I hope Liberians are smarter than this time around. We saw these same people during Unity Party campaign. 20 of them Spoon got only 10, but they got 10 in the background. And they're switching. They keep coming. The president is the best. This is the president. We are the people that you're crook. Huh? The crook. The crook. What do we have? What do we have? The bike again. Now they're singing different tone though, folks. They're singing different tone. And the point that I'm making tonight before I open the line or go to 6 is that we have nothing better for our future generation. And if we don't prepare the future generation, we're doomed. We're doomed. As a result, the next president are gonna come in, we can't look for people like Samson told them. Old man like myself, you can't hold king and can't say I want to do this. Prince Sherry, call. You want a link? I really want. I'm inviting you tonight. Don't come right here. You want the link? Let me know now. I will send you the link because you came out here the last time and make some line statement, and that I want you and I to have a conversation about tonight. I asked the other day, and I didn't get here from you. So if you want the link, just tell me. I will send you the link. And you have to. It's your right. If you want to be part of it, that's fine. But the point that I'm making tonight is this. We, the old people, mess these children's life up completely. But now we say, you're going to come by and help. Samson told Labra Paborito. Let's go to Sis Kotu. Sis Kotu, good evening. Thank you for joining us. You always like to leave when we're ready. I don't know what's going on, but go ahead and get your 2 cents so you can leave again. I'm expecting that.
Thank you, Mr. Tu. Good evening to you and good evening to our people. The reason is most of the time I have to relocate, and when before I relocate, I'm like late to rejoin. That's why most of the time I don't end.
Sis Kotu, just 1 minute, please. Prince Sherry, yes, the link right there. Prince Sherry, the link is right there. So join us. Go ahead, Sis Kotu.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I really admire what you are saying here tonight. It is actually the responsibility of every one of us to know what our problem is, our country problem is, and to see where we start from in solving those problems. And like you already said, people who came up yesterday to say, "Oh yes, I am capable of doing the right thing," or I qualify to do the right thing. When the responsibility is given them now, you see there are different faces and different sounds shown. But again, who do we blame actually in this case? I cannot look at there is no foreigner that coming in Liberia that doing carry on these acts. It is Liberians. What is wrong with us Liberians? For me, that is my problem. What is wrong with us? You come out and say, yes, I'm qualified. And this is where, sometimes when someone else say, and then they say, we saying things that we're not supposed to say. I am not capable at this time. I am not, potential at this time that I will go and sit in Liberia and take a job that will not meet up with my responsibility. And the next thing, if you go and take the job that can't meet up with your responsibility, you next thing, you're looking for avenue, you're looking for where to steal. So what you're not prepared for, don't get yourself into it. That's why. And just today, somebody and I, my sister and I were talking the same thing from Liberia. Okay, I'm here. I'm working here. You want the same thing I have, the kind of iPhone I'm using, the kind of car I'm riding. Do you have the money to actually maintain the car? Do you have the money to actually maintain the phone? You want the latest. You want to wear the latest hairstyle. And your income really cannot support what you advocating for or what you're requesting for. And that's the thing really suffering most of our people right now. They get into the job. Okay, the next thing, oh, I want to undertake project. I want to undertake project. And your income actually not meeting up with the project you want to undertake. You want to compare yourself with people who have come in and built houses in few years time. And some of our people, old people, then talk like years in building just 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms house. But again, you put one person in power, the next thing, they want to be in the very nightclubs every day or every weekends. How do you meet up with these responsibilities? You can. We want to have the all the girls in the place. You want to buy cars for them. You want to please them. How does your income commensurate with all of your expenses that you're coming up with? And now I saw somebody posting today about how one is they running campaign for one a young man and they need Liberian young people. How many of our Liberian young people that are capable like one today? How many? Let's just sit and look at our Liberian environment. And I like what you did. You brought up the scenario of Leo Leplo. Yeah, that boy is a very young potential and very young guy. See what Leon did. And Leon had been on this advocacy of how young people, what we can do to develop. And I've been following him from time to time for a very long time. How young people can better, build our country. And he didn't just stop there. He showed what he can do as a young man. But how many of our young people today that are making the sacrifice? So the other day I was listening when they had this high school graduation, and this I think one of the I think was senator or representative that went there as a keynote speaker, also guest speaker. And then we saw one of the young students coming out of high school graduate say, "Oh, they should make job available for them." So I was like, yes, this is the problem. A young man who's supposed to be thinking about going to school and get a potential tomorrow that he will fit the job market is not requesting for job. I'm not saying job is not good for the age group, but are you waiting now to get or go and start working, make money? How do you go back to school? I think you should be advocating now how the government will support you to go back and make yourself potential. This is where most of our young people have missed the mark. They don't want to make the sacrifice. If I make myself potential or marketable today, I can get the kind of job I want to get. That is not happening. People just want to come, jump up, they start making money. And they start making money, having children without taking on the responsibility of their children or family that they're making around. Now they become a liability to the government.
Thank you.
And the second thing that you talk on with the
let me bring hold on 1 minute, says Country. Let me bring in Terry here. Terry, thank you for joining us. Says Country, go ahead so Terry can step in. Go ahead.
yeah, and the one we were talking about the justice, chief justice that I employed.
We will get to that. We will get to that. Let us. That's the main
Okay,
subject matter
let's go.
tonight.
Okay,
Terry, good
for
evening.
me,
Thank you for
that was
joining
why I
us.
had us our young people
You coming
qualified for
traffic?
job we want. Because
Okay.
I see many of them telling me, "Oh, I want job. I want job." You want
Thank
job? What are you capable of doing? You're not
thank you.
qualified, and you want job.
Thank you. Thank you, Sis Country. Rescue 2, thank you for joining me. We appreciate it. What's on your plate? I'm trying to send a link to
Yeah,
Prince Sherry right now as we speak. So go ahead.
good
Go ahead,
afternoon,
Prince.
Rima
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
Cisco to and to everybody.
Okay.
I was hoping you would call me the other knee so I can go berserk on you tonight. But you call me that knee.
Oh, no, that name will not come out. Don't worry about
Thank you.
it.
Thank you.
Don't need another count on when we caught up between the seasons, we're taking on 3, 4 different things at the same time.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But yeah, so but Cisco to you saying that people should be educated to educate. What a job in the country to educate yourself to. When the people educate themselves, what are they going to do? No job in the country. The job that we see in America here, we see people who are even not that much educated from other African nations. They are able to work in America
Exactly.
without some of them don't even understand English. They're working, they're making thousands of dollars. Unfortunately, our society is not like that. The kind of job that I can see in America here, that job do not survive in Africa. They don't have the kind of job in Africa. And I think this is where I think it's not just for the African leaders to something. I think it's something that is a systemic problem. It's more or like a systemic problem, a colonial problem. It's a problem that have been designed for African nation to struggle. So
Jerry,
we only
Jerry,
need the whole
Jerry,
Africa need a revolution.
Jerry, rescue two. That tabata you talking? I want to plenty tabata. Plenty tabata. How you intelligent man that when people design something for you and you know it ain't fair you will stay where?
Yeah, and this is why to
But
I
what
was
you gotta
saying
do?
this
What can
this
you
is
do
why
about
On a very serious note, guys, hold on 1
so
minute. On a
so
very
the way the
Terry, hold on 1 minute, please. On a very serious note. You're not talking tabata. These are things you believe in, and these are things you know that if these things can be stopped, it will move the country forward. But you my son, so I can say you thought about that and that one. So I'm entitled to that. I can throw my weight and my age around for something. My goodness, Fanzo King here last night
show
shut me down completely. Why I can't enjoy myself tonight? He's not here. Let me enjoy myself. No, but on a very serious note, Terry, what you're saying is quite correct.
he may
Look,
show up, you know, you get trust.
no, you can't show tonight. Tonight, you can't put four. I finished shutting him out completely. You can't put four. You can't put four. But Terry, I had a video here, but the sound quality is so bad. It's so bad. I interview a guy. This is sad. This is a German representative for Liberia infrastructure each business. So he's working with as an engineer. Okay, let me bring in. I don't see your prince. So I interview him, and my question I asked was, you all keep pouring money into Liberia and places like this. Do you not realize that the people are not utilizing the money for the purpose they're stealing? You know what he told me? It's a good question.
No,
Yes, my card. Why don't you come to the German embassy tomorrow and I will show you my boss who is the ambassador and you can ask him that question. A question above my pay grade. These people are quite aware. I've been saying it here about CDC, and I'm glad Prince Sherry, hopefully Prince Sherry will be he's here, but I don't see him in the bike, so I will not bring him on yet. But this is what I used to say about CDC. You can do all your infighting and what have you. The international community will not stop giving you money because they don't want you to fall back into the hole. But they will only give you the minimum. They will not give you the maximum. And it's the minimum that will give you just to quiet you down. And this is exactly what is happening. If these people find out that you are doing money, your money they're giving you, you're using it for the intended purpose or purposes, they will give you more money. It is not even about the money, Terry. Watch again on Spoon TV. As I said earlier, I'm saying it again. They're trooping all on Spoon TV right now. They're going to Spoon TV now. 2 years ago, when you go on Spoon TV, they got 20 people, 10 in a bike. Because Spoon can only take 10 at a time. 10 in front, 10 in the back. They can be switching. Where are they now?
what?
Yeah. You hear it? I'm gonna repeat it.
Wow,
Eh?
I heard it.
Okay.
He said they used to, I heard it. You said they used to have 10 in the back.
10 in the back and 10 in the front. And they use to switch because they can only take 10 at a time. Prince Sherry, your camera is not. I don't see you begin. When I see you, I'll bring you on. Don't worry. As soon as I see you, I'll bring you on. So, where are they now? All of those people, they all got out of this, that with the present Unity Party government. No more criticism. They're coming back again. This time, different bottle with different wine. I mean, same bottle with different wine. And Spoon is in the business of talk show business. Why would he reject anybody and make his program going nice? Why would he reject anybody? But we will suffer
Exactly.
again because these people are now coming back and saying, the party is unable to, it's unfit to govern. The party cannot do this. The party cannot do that. You give them power, same thing. When will we get out of this kinds of stuff? When? That people that more at least supposed to be sitting down on class, read low and talking and yama yama as smart as he is. That are more at least supposed to be in the forefront, to be by the president's side, the way he used to be when they were in CPP. He and whatever the president travel, Mo Ali is there. That Mo Ali is supposed to be sitting somewhere, the president somewhere. We got problem. And here's the thing here. There's the so-called retreat, they call it, can't drink beer here, they call it retreat, whatever they call it. Okay? These people, they are not asking young Liberians to come back and invest. Young women, the opportunity is there. When they were ruining each other's life, where were they? If war were not fresh, many of these children were ending up on drugs just like their counterpart today. Young people that are 45 to almost 40 to 45 years old do not have the education. Even some of them got master degree, but the basic is not there. But because they're so smart that when they travel outside, they just go and educate themselves and get a master degree. But the basic knowledge is not there. Many of them. And even if you're having conversation with some of the people, you can know they're very smart. But when you start going down to the bottom one, they're not there. We ruin their lives. They are not connected, truly connected to Liberia. They grew up in the foreign land. And sometimes when you listen to some of them, when they're ready, they switch on you. They start speaking Nigerian English. When you listen to some of them, they start speaking Ghanaian tongue. And you wonder what happened. Say, no, nothing. Those are the people today you're inviting to come and rebuild Liberia. And you're not even sincere in doing that. Prince Sherry, please fix your camera so I can bring you on, my picking. I really want to have a conversation with you tonight. Okay? You're inviting these young people to come in.
Mr. To, I wanted to say something about what Terry said.
Go ahead.
Sometimes it is the social responsibility of the government to get job for its people, which I know. But looking at the condition, if I am in Liberia, like I was there, and found out that at the time I don't have a job, what would be your responsibility? Are you going to sit there and say, okay, send the government can find a job for me, I sit there and die? Look for a mean. I went to Ivory Coast, I went to Ghana. There were educated women, men that were doing businesses to sustain themselves since they could not be found in the job market. They created, like, for example, our Liberian soil is so rich. If I can't find a job at a time, I saw a family that had a land in the Peace era. That the family were using that land to cultivate potato greens and kesal leaf. And the lady told me that was the means of her, supporting her kid to go to school. And she was successful in that. Many of us came from that opportunity to where our parents went and they couldn't get a job because they were not qualified. They did other means to support their children to go to school. But I see everybody want to sit down and wait for a government job, and government is the highest employer.
But
they are the highest employer.
Without the government in the country, who dare to employ them?
That's the thing. That's the problem we're having. And I just come into what I want to say. And now, this is what, for me, I would recommend the government to do. People who are capacitated, like today, what I heard, if it works, I will be very happy. They get young entrepreneurs that are coming on. I see a lot of young people who have potential doing businesses. If they support these young people, they will be able to employ some of the young people that are with them. I'm telling you that I went in Liberia, I saw young entrepreneurs. The only thing they knew is to have that support, that financial support. What they're doing now is you go and take the loan. You take the loan, it should have the short-term payment. It cannot sustain a business. If they support these young entrepreneurs, they support them and give them long-term loan. That will enable them to have a stable business, to have other employees, to sustain them.
Thank you.
I think those are some of the things the government should be looking at.
Thank you, Sis
Okay?
Scott. I have no faith in any government to be able to do that because the people are corrupt.
Well, I heard them today. I heard the finance ministry were advocating, they were making some
It's
move in
just
that
about
direction. But
Sis Scott too. We've
I'm
been there
hoping that,
before. We've
I
been there
understand.
before. These
Mhm.
people, they use these children to attract finances from overseas. And when the money comes, they don't go to where they're supposed to go. They go somewhere else. We've been there before. Liberians are just not serious, especially
Labor.
those that are in position of power. Let me hear from you, Terry.
Sherry said he would contribute to the show by audio. So he said he's in the back. I think I just reading the chat from in the private chat session. So he said, I think he want
What
you
private
bring
you
it
got?
on
You
like
got
that.
private chat section?
No, there you not really
I
the
see,
photo
I
is
see,
there.
I see it. I
It's in the
see it.
private chat.
It's there. You can see it, Jack. Look down. You will see it in the message. Here.
Okay,
The,
let me call him. Let me call him.
your the stream yard has a private chat, Labor.
Yeah, yeah. I seen that. I seen that. But
So yeah.
let me call him so and see.
So, like I was saying, so if these
Let me
people
call.
are there saying that these people need have the potential and they do not do it now, the next thing is the Liberian people, if they're not benefiting for the government, they have their way of making that decision. So that's why they come here and say we don't want this government
Yeah,
again.
Okay. Hello. Oh, he ain't answer you. Okay, folks, I'm reaching out to Prince Sherry, and hopefully he will be able to join. Good evening, Mr. Sherry. Are you there? Yeah, thank you for joining me. I'm not too sure what was happening with your audio. I mean your camera tonight,
Yeah,
but
like I said, I am in the back, but I can only speak through the audio. That's why you see my camera is now on. So if given the opportunity through Zoom, because Zoom, a screen here has an audio, how you call system too.
right.
Yeah, you can come in via the video and also via audio. So I am at the back.
Okay.
Then
All
for
right.
the audio,
Let me see you again. Maybe because I heard that, but let me see you because right now I don't see anything to bring on, and let's see if we can try that. Okay. Whatever it is, we will try to bring him on tonight because I think we need to
so
have a conversation with him. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Terry. Go
so
ahead, Terry.
here is the complex situation. There is a complex situation in Liberia, and what you guys discussing is impossible to happen in Liberia. The opportunity is not available at all. Even the people who go into school every year, University of Liberia put us students who are educated, but where would they fit? Where are you going to put them?
Okay, Terry,
You
hold on
got
1 minute. Let
hundreds
me
of
test.
thousands of
Ter-
students.
Terry, just hold on 1 minute. Prince Terry, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm getting you loud and clear, sir. I'm getting
Okay.
you and
All right.
seeing you also.
Terry, can you hear? Say, Scott, are you guys able to hear
Are you
Prince?
hearing me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything
Uh,
loud.
Folks, that's Prince Sharif. And his I don't call it camera is not quite jiving with our stuff tonight. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Sherry. Thank you. So let's come to you, Prince Sherry. Terry, go ahead and wrap your stuff. Then we'll
Yeah,
bring
let me
Prince
wrap
in.
up. So there are so many things that the government could do that could help the process. You go to most of the students in Liberia, what do they learn? Most of them want to learn accounting. The government can open it up. You go to the agriculture sector. No, most of the Liberians when they come from high school when they go into the university, they don't want to do agriculture. Agriculture is one of the areas that need a lot of people in Liberia because we have vast land, no development in that area. So the government can create the opportunity for people to be channeled into agriculture.
Before
And
I
this
bring
is
in,
where they're going to make
I
money.
think you know the
But you
agriculture
cannot be,
university is free. It's
but
free.
Terry though, before I bring
It's
in Prince
free.
Sherry,
You go there
let
free.
me
They
but that
let
was
me
sponsor
go
you.
let me go in my own house. I have a son. I just went to Supreme Court and I won a case. My fatherland, 150 acres in total. I told my son, I will pay you $250 every month just for you and your family. Go to Total, and when you're making a farm, I and my sibling will put money together to help you to make the farm.
Mm.
He said he want to ride bike in Monterey. He won't go to do that. What makes
Uh-huh.
you think the
You, see,
government will send people?
you see
Terry,
right there?
you see,
So you will blame the government? Are
but
you going to blame government for that?
that no,
We
I'm not
all
blaming
know.
the government. I'm not blaming the government. I'm saying the government can make it more attractive and attract people to go there. They can make
okay,
it attractive if they want people to go in that area. Because even
okay,
engineering in Liberia, not many people in the field of engineering, construction. Look, you know that most of the construction that is done in Liberia is done by other foreign companies.
yeah, I
That
know.
Because
foreign
no,
company,
not many people want.
Well,
that is the
folks,
reason why foreigners
let me
are taking our jobs.
thank you. Let me bring
Everybody
in
want to do
Prince.
accounting. Everybody want work in
Yeah,
government.
like you see,
That's the
what
reason.
we're talking
Go
about
and
here.
see
Thank,
I
how
thank,
cannot.
much graduates come up.
thank you, guys. Let me bring in
Go
a
and see
stranger.
how much graduates come up every year and see what they're learning.
Thank you.
They
Let
don't
me
have
bring in
job for
Prince
it in
Sherry. Prince
Liberia.
Sherry, thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
I
sir.
asked you to join us here, but before I go into asking you a question, Madam Minister, thank you for joining us again tonight. We appreciate it. That's the former superintendent of Grand Bassa County and former Minister of Gender. Madam Cassell herself is here with us tonight. We thank you very much. We appreciate it. We saw your picture with you and the former president and look real nice. It's a very beautiful picture. Prince Sherry, let's hear from you. What's
Yeah,
on your
thank you.
mind? Why are you here? We'll go into
Okay.
the conversation the last time, you and I, and then hopefully Kotu and Terry will participate. But why are you here tonight, sir?
Yeah, there are several issues, but in order to just, narrow it down to the discussion that we are having and not to just go away from it, listening to the brilliant deliberation from our sister and also our brother Taryn. And there are some things that I want to say concerning the issue of job creation. I listening to my sister saying, but we cannot blame the government on the issue of job creation. I beg to differ. I want to disagree. And the reason why I want to disagree is very simple, is because His Excellency President Dr. George Mane, we approve it, that indeed the responsibility for citizens to be equipped in order to be employable should actually be an initiative that should be undertaken by the government. Now, how did President Weah, His Excellency, display that? In order for people to be equipped to work or to contribute to society, they must be adequately trained. And this is the reason why we saw under the leadership of His Excellency President Dr. George Mane Weah, he makes sure that the tertiary institution, what we call the formal and the informal institution, for example, the University of Liberia and all government universities, it was tuition free, so that you can build the human resource capacity of the people to be able to contribute towards the job market. Not only that he look at the formal sector, but also when you look at the informal sector, for example, the MVA. When you look at NVA under His Excellency President Dr. George Mane Weah, there were so many teachers that were sent abroad. Some of them went to South Africa, some of them went to Kenya, and etc., to be trained in different specialty, whether it be a mechanic, a carpentry, etc. We have all of these videos. I always play it on my show. So that these people, at the end of the day, that do not have maybe the strength to enter the University of Liberia, that they can go in this tertiary institution where they can learn what to be a soap making, etc., etc., to an international and a very, very, one would say, international level. We saw that under the regime of His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. So we saw government creating the avenue where young people will be trained. Now, when this government took over, guess what happened? The government decided that the issue of education is not their priority. Even more besides, let's ask ourselves, let's be sincere and real. Let's forget about the politics of a political party. But let's ask ourselves, what is this Joseph Numa Boyka agenda for education, for example? What is his agenda? Can anybody adequately deliberate his agenda? We can deliberate the agenda of the CDC. That's why you saw that the CDC were doing what they were doing. But what can you say about this particular Joseph Numa Boyka regime, policy towards the issue of education, towards
Thank
the
you.
issue of maybe formal and informal training? What is their policy?
Thank you.
President Dr. George Mane, we can for the next 1 hour, I can explain that without even looking in book because they are at our fingertip. And we saw the practical approach. For example, empowering women. We saw President Weah was able to initiate what we call a propo loan for the less fortunate, or in other words, the people who down the stream, people who maybe cannot go to the bank directly and take huge amount. And this loan, they were basically without any, interest. Some of them were like 2%, 3% interest. We saw it. Of it is on the how you call it, the YouTube, the propo loan that was initiated by His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. And that's why we saw that he was building these markets to
Thank you.
meet up to international standards
Thank
so
you.
that these
Thank you.
people can be able to open their shops and other
Thank
stuff like that.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, Mr. Sherry.
No,
Hold on. Sis Kato will do it
no,
one at a
let me
No,
just let me
hold on.
get
No,
that
no,
one
no, no,
point
no.
there.
Sis Kato, you're gonna wait your turn. We're gonna wait your turn. He's not running away. He's right here. So, Prince Sherry, thank you very much. Uh, Good expose. We appreciate it. We appreciate you as usual. But let me just have one or two questions, then we'll go run the room here, and those who want to ask you a question or who do want to contact.
Mr. Joe, I just wanted one
No,
point
no,
clear.
no, no,
I'm
no,
not
no. We will
explaining
come
anything.
to you. We will come to you. You will have to wait your turn. We're gonna wait. So let's be patient. Prince Harry, I only have one question, and hopefully you can just give me 1 minute, one, two, 30 seconds of your time, and that is, was it not the same CDC government that said they were going to import a certain number of teachers from Nigeria?
One
Yes,
thousand
it was the government. Yes, it was the
Okay,
government. It
thank you,
was very simple. Yes, sir.
thank,
It was very
thank you,
simple. And the,
thank you
and the
very much.
re- yeah,
Thank you
and
very
the
much.
reason is
You just to hold on now. You just to
yes, sir.
that your
Yeah,
CDC government, your
yeah.
CDC led government send Liberians outside of Liberia, which
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not doubting,
Thank you.
to be trained, but
Yeah.
yet still instead of training and bringing them back, you wanted to import 1,000 Nigerians to come to Liberia. But anyhow,
So, so no,
let
no,
me.
no, sir. I beg you. You will not be doing justice to the conversation. You ask a question. Now, this is what happened. Now, Mr. Soul, you are one person that we are proud of. You are
Yeah.
somebody who understands the mitochondrium of the Liberia education system. You know that the issue of foreign teachers is not strange in Liberia. Now, when you send these Liberian teachers out to go and equip themselves, the classrooms are going to be empty. And those teachers that were coming, they were not just coming as teachers, but they
Oh,
were coming
okay,
also
okay.
as
Now I got
trainer
it.
of trainers. They were
Thank you.
coming as
Thank you.
trainer of
So,
trainers.
so
That
as you send the teachers out to train, you were bringing the Nigerian to fulfill the empty classroom that was going to be left empty by the teacher going outside to be trained. Correct?
not only that they were coming, but they were also coming as trainers in the country
Okay.
because
Oh,
these teachers, they are qualified teachers who have met the requirement to also train other teachers. So as they were in the country also contributing in the classroom, they were also going to be training more teachers. So you
thank
see,
you.
we were at the advantage end of this particular teachers that we said were coming in the country. They were not
Thank
just
you.
coming to hold truck, but they were coming to train more teachers also. And you are aware of that. You know that back in the 60s, in the 70s, we have had so many,
So,
Nigerians,
so
Ghanaians who were in the classroom
is it
and they were
okay
also
to ask
contributing.
you before we go into any other before I go to the other panelists to give their own 1 or 2 cents into it? It's okay to put in a request to the CEO so that we can have you maybe once a week as a sedition, because we really need to come up. Sometimes I sit here and beat on CDC and make some false allegation, and but nobody's here to counteract my false allegation and my tabata. So is it okay for me to make a request to the CEO to give us a date or week where you will be able to come in here and counterweight our tabata here against CDC? Can we do that?
Definitely, especially on a Saturday, I can give that day entirely to the network. This is our network. We hold membership of this network. So it will be, no excuse for that particular request.
Who gave your CDC? Who gave your CDC membership or LPR? Who gave you? I
Uh,
did bullshit. I gave your membership. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, we'll work something out. Let's go to Sis Scottu and then we'll come to you, Terry. Sis Scottu, you want to contribute to this conversation so far?
First of all, before I contribute to the conversation, I want for uh, Mr. Shari to not add on to what I said. I'm still right here on this. I never said it is the government responsibility to find a job. It is not, rather. So when people say things, be careful what they say and the way you interpret what is said. There was no time I said here that the government is not responsible to find a job for its citizen.
Thank
It is
you.
the
Thank you for that.
responsibility.
Thank you for the clarification. Let's go ahead and get into
Yes.
the
Okay. He said the CDC government were able to empower women with loan. Was it not the same loan that this
Samuel 12.
what they call the finance minister, the
Samuel
deputy,
12.
Samuel Toa, and no, not even Samuel Toa. It was then what the professor Colley, Jemima Wode Colley, then had a serious confusion about that money being diverted into different form. Because today I cannot see where that money was even
let's
reformed.
give him the opportunity. Hopefully, he will answer. Mr. Sherry, just
Yeah,
briefly,
and
can you
yeah,
get to
and
address
another
that?
thing,
One at
is,
a time. One at a human being that
Sister,
I'm robot, but
I was
one
so
at a
been
time.
going. I was so been going. Let me throw my two questions there. At least if I disappear, then I
Okay,
go.
okay, go ahead, go ahead.
So the next thing
He's a
is,
smart young man. He will
yeah,
copy it down. Go
the
ahead.
next thing is the teachers that he said that they were going to come and replace those teachers. Were those teachers available? Did the government bring those teachers in the classroom? Since in fact they were sending people out to be trained.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Sherry, there are two questions. You care to address them now, or we'll just
Yes,
move
sir.
on?
No, I will address them. First, I will
Okay.
start from the latter. Uh, when you talk about the issue of the teachers coming in, you see, that's why we should be very careful with the way we play politics in Liberia. Unfortunately, I can admit it here on this particular platform that the Unity Party politics was very damaging to the extent that it destroyed some of the very fabric of our nation. But thank God that His Excellency, President Dr. George Manning Weah, was very resilient in ensuring that what is good for the Liberian people, that it must be done. So these were some of the politics that were being played by the Unity Party. That, oh, you can't bring a teacher there. Oh, the people, they can't come in. When they come in, they come in do this, they come in do that. And you and I know very well that, especially those of us that attended school maybe back, for example, in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, and in the 80s, there were teachers from Ghana, teachers from Nigeria, teacher from Sierra Leone that was in the classroom. But honor His Excellency President Dr. George Manning Weah, the Unity Party, when they were in opposition, make it to look like it has never happened in Liberia and even on the planet Earth. So because of that, President Weah being a president who, will not want to do anything to hurt people's feelings, but in the interest of the people of the Republic of Liberia, he thought it was that, okay, if this is the case, I don't want to get mixed up in politics, because remember that he told you, he's not your normal politician. He said, okay, but then what we're going to do is that we will train our people. That's why we saw the government was giving even subsidy to some of these local schools. Like, for example, Loco said, the Top Teacher Training College, and, their RTTR, KRTTR, and these different institutions, they were receiving subsidy. So at the
Thank
end
you.
of the day, it left the government constrained to be able to train teachers while teachers were in training. At the same time, they were also in the classroom. So that did not happen because,
Prince
of so many
Sherry,
other factors in the
Prince
political
Sherry,
factor.
you
Now, the
talking
second
as
issue,
though we were all not around when these things were
We're
happening.
spending time.
Thank you. Go ahead. You want to answer the other question? Or let me move
yeah,
on to Terry. Terry,
yeah, the
let's hear from
second
you. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Sherry.
Yeah, the second question was, I'm sorry, just get me on point. The second question was about the issue of the loan, right? Now, let
Yes.
me tell you something. All of us understand the political nature or the way politics were being played. There were people who benefited from that particular loan. Now, when you look at even our own economy, under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Now, don't believe what I am saying. Tomorrow, take your microphone or your reporters that are in Liberia, let them go and ask the people. You were here, they come up. I'm not going to give you maybe the statistic of it, but let's look at it from the common side, just the Liberian, our own common side from the surface level. Go in the market tomorrow and ask Liberians who are selling in the market whether under President Weah administration and under this administration, who was better. Several interview and several how you call statistics have been conducted by different, in fact, by even institutions that are not CDC friendly. And it all come up to say that under the administration of President His Excellency George Manneh Weah, the economy and the way marketeers were, excelling, it was by far better as compared to this particular institution.
Thank you.
But we
Thank you.
understand people like Jemima Wolokoli who wanted to make this thing political. You know what happened? She was on spoon at a certain point in time. In fact, you know. So her was political. So in order for her to be able to print a negative picture, these were some of the people that were in the government or undermining the government. So she
Thank
said
you.
all sort of things. But people in the market can tell you today, take your phone or take your microphone. Let
Before I
the
go,
LPR go and interview. The people will
thank you.
tell you.
Thank you, Prince. Before I go to Terry, I'm a little bit curious here tonight. You've been on now for almost 10 minutes or so, and you are yet to refer to the former president as former president. You continue to call him President Dr. Manan, George Manan. Do we have two presidents in Liberia right now?
Thank you very much, Mr. So. The person that I recognize as president of the Republic of Liberia is His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. I don't
Okay.
recognize a man who will massacre our people in Kinjor. I don't
Mm,
recognize a man who will introduce coach to our children. I do not
mm.
recognize a man who will appoint ministers that will rape our 14 years old and he will tell them, you go on vacation. As far as I'm concerned, yes, he is the president of the Republic of Liberia, which I cannot take from him. But I, as an individual, I think in order for you to be a president, you must live according to the status of the president. And from his behavior, I think that nomenclature is not befitting to be called or to be pronounced on Mr. Bueka. So, I respect him. He was elected, but I can't change it. But again, I think His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah remains the president of the majority of the Liberian people
So,
and
so what
commend the
happened?
greatest
So very
effort.
simple answer.
Okay,
You
thank
never
you,
sit
thank
there
you,
to live with.
thank you, Terry. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you.
You will live with a praise. I don't care what you
Ted
do.
Scotto is one of the
Yeah.
panelists tonight. Let's give him
Liberal,
that. But yeah,
the Tabata hurting my head. The Tabata is very hurting my head. I'm telling you.
okay.
Because the guy that's talking here about WAEC fee, right?
Mhm.
The WAEC fee, President Buya owe WAEC of $6 million. JMB has to come and settle that arrear for the WAEC fee. From since 2018, he been owing. The WAEC fee that he promised that he was to pay the people, President Weah was owing WAEC. Even for 2023, he did not pay. The WAEC people said that if the government don't pay, the children will not go to school. Joseph Boga had to come to power to pay that arrears. Besides that, the teachers he talking about, the 30% teachers, 30% of the faculty of the universities that was sent abroad, the government did not complete the payments. He did not, the Georgia administration did not clear the payments. Go and check it, the thing is on the internet. So all the things you talking here, he never accomplished those things. It was never accomplished. It was just a mirage. It was a projected plan that they wanted to initiate, but they were not responsible enough to initiate it and complete it. Even the 6,000 teachers, which would have been a very good thing. He cited a very fine point that yes, it happened during normal time and all those kind of things. But did President Weah achieve that goal? No, he did not. And these were the reasons why he was voted out. It's just that simple, brother. So
Thank
when you
you.
talk these things, you got to fast check because we got fast checker here that can show you all these things with data.
Thank you. That's why
So that's why I
LPR
say
is here for
it's about that hitting my head because let him show us where President we are accomplished payment, full payment that a President we are accomplished full payment for all the wire fee from 2018 to 2023. Let him show it to me.
Thank you.
Then he
Prince
also
Sherry,
showed me the full payment that President we are sent those faculties all of the country to train, and they learn and their payment were made completed. Let him show it to me.
thank you. Prince Sherry,
I will wait.
you got 1 minute, please. Go ahead now, and then
Uh,
I
you
can
know,
have a question. I
it's
have a
it's
question to ask you about your statement the other day. Go ahead.
it's laughable. It's laughable from our brother telling us that yeah, President, we are were able to pay, but he not pay everything. In other words, that what he said. Yeah, let's put it in Liberian way. That what our brother say. Oh, President, we are were able to pay, oh, but he not pay everything. Oh, when somebody, for example, going for studies. So you expect the government, maybe let's assume that they will be there for 6, 7, 8, or 10 years. So you expect the government to be able to pay up to their 20 years that they will be there. I thought people pay on the basis of semester registration, the government pay
No,
based on
he said,
the
President, we
agreement.
are what he said, President, we are old until President Baka came in, President, we are old
Thank you. That I was going there,
the
but I don't
wire
want to.
fee.
Thank you. The thing is, government is continuing to honor the regime of His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. He was able to pay all of the
No.
fees. President Weah did not owe a single WIAC fee. If anybody tell you that he owed, let him bring the document. President Weah did not owe WIAC fee as of the date that President Weah announced up to the time he leave office.
Yeah.
President Weah was able to pay every single cent as far as the WIAC fees is concerned. What my brother is confusing with the WIAC fees, and let me educate him here and many other people. WIAC usually pay a due. You understand? The WIAC office pay a due. Every country has to contribute a due to how you call it, the general office of WIAC. It was that particular due that WIAC was owing to pay, and not the WIAC fees. These are things that people continue to confuse. We say this thing over and over and over, and people don't understand. The government of His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah did not owe a single WIAC fees to be paid for students. The government paid. But what WIAC owe was their own due, was the WIAC due. Because every, how you call WIAC,
Why
in
you
every,
doing the tune of $6 million?
that WIAC due, that WIAC due. WIAC fees is different from the due. That's what we need to understand. WIAC in every country pay due to the national headquarters for the upkeep of the national headquarters. They got to pay those dues. Those dues have to be paid. So what happened is that if you do not pay those dues, they accumulate from 1 year to 2 years and 3 years. But the government did not owe WIAC fees. In fact, Boto, who is the how you call it, the head of WIAC, make that clarification. The videos are there. I'm just sorry that we on hustle and we can't be able to play. But I wish I was instead going to send it to you. So the government was able to pay the WIAC fees. But it was the due that WIAC owed. Boto made it very clear. Boto came up and he said it, explained it to the Liberian people. But these are some of the misinformation that these people ran with.
Okay.
And that's why some
Thank
of us are here to clarify. I hear
thank
him
you.
talking about, oh, the government pays some. So you have acknowledged that the government of His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah was able to pay some of the fees. But how you expecting to pay for 2025 when we're going to election? How you expecting to pay for 2026? So thank God that you have acknowledged that he was able to pay the fees. Thank God that you have acknowledged it. But he cannot pay for 2026 or 2027 when he is not there. Usually
Thank you.
this scholarship is they have certain attachment or they have certain, a criteria attached to it. Maybe they will say, well, you have to be a 2 pointer, for example, in order for government to be able to, for you to continue on the government scholarship. So for each time you enter a semester and that semester is concluded, the government will be able to look at your grade and then be able to pay. No government will be able to pay 20 years in advance when you meet the criteria. So based on the
Thank,
criteria that you meet every semester, then they pay that amount.
thank
So
you.
these are
Thank
some of the
thank
misinformation that people like Tara, my brother, was providing here. And thank God we are here to correct the wrongs.
thank you. Thank you, Prince Sherry. Let me just say this here to the audience, folks. We this is a public radio. Any Liberians that want to be part of the conversation, that want to participate with or have a conversation with us, that person is welcome. And we don't pick and choose. These are information that our brother is providing. You might not agree with it, but he believes in those things. And his exposés here tonight, while I don't agree with many of them, I think it make the show interesting because that's a different view. So let's give him the respect and let's make sure that he's able to express himself freely. So, Prince Sherry, let me ask you this here.
So, Mr. So, can I rebut? I mean, Libra, can I give a rebuttal here? Because you can't let it kind of information, disinformation fly. The man is not providing the information. He don't have it. He can't. I
Okay.
challenge him to provide the
Okay,
information
let's hear.
that
Okay,
President
okay. I gave you
YFP.
1 minute. I gave you 1 minute, Terry. Go ahead.
This,
1 minute.
this is the information you can go and check it. Or this is facts finding. Former President Weah government did not pay the wire fee without owing money. His administration accrued a debt of more than 6 million to the West African Examination Council, which was subsequently inherited by the administration of President Joseph Boyka. In 2018, Weah administration announced that it would absorb the WIAC fee for all 12 graders. However, the government did not consistently pay its full contribution to the WIAC headquarters in Nigeria. The non-payment resulted in massive debt that accumulated over several years. In February 2024, an official from WIAC Liberia stated that the government owed US 5.5 million in accumulated dues to the headquarters. You can go check it out. Show me where
Hey,
he
I'm talking
paid
like please,
in full.
headquarters. Hey,
Hold on,
yes,
Prince. Hold on, please.
Thank
Go
you. I
ahead.
like how you read out it.
Hold on, Prince, please. Go ahead, Terry.
So more here, even the teachers, for the teachers that he talked about, the information is all here. Your government was not responsible enough to meet up with the responsibility and take care of it. And you talking about government move from one government to another. I agree. But you did not complete payments in 2018. That was your responsibility. So if you talk about the payment in 2023, it makes sense. But you stopped, you could not complete payment every year. You struggle to achieve your full payment per year until it accumulated to $5.5 million. Joseph Boga had to put $3.5 million in the budget to address that deficit. So I don't understand where you're coming from with all these things. But anyway, this is not new to us. You see, that's the reason why Joseph Boga government in power. Thank you.
Thank you.
Liberal.
Thank you. Prince Sherry, I give you 30 seconds, then I can ask my question, please.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Thank you, Mr. So. You see, I told you the information part we get it to our fingertips. My brother read this thing here. It was very clear. My brother read it. What did the information say? It said wire headquarter. Wire headquarter and wire fees. My brother. No, Mr. So you will answer the question. You will be the independent man today on the platform. You will answer the question. You listen to the thing our brother read. What did it say? It now say the government owe or wire owe fees to the headquarters of Wire in Nigeria. Mr. So you the independent man. Before I even move on, I will ask you. This brother did not read in that communication. It say Wire headquarters, Mr. So. Let me ask you now. You're the independent man. Let me see whether you'll be independent or you will take side to net. Everybody listening. Almost about 10,000 persons listening to you around the world. That you now. The thing our brother read, it did not make mention of headquarters, Mr.
That
So.
me, that me supposed to make CDC Kagasime sweet. I beg you, man.
I see. I see. So you see,
Okay,
the
all right.
liberal taking side. But
Okay.
anyway, our brother read it. That's why we said this thing, we have the information at our fingertip. Our brother read it.
But
Even when you go in the comment section,
Where
it
you
talks
get
about
that
the
information,
headquarters.
Terry?
It talks
Thank you.
about the headquarters,
Let
right?
me bring it. Okay,
Uh-huh.
let's go a little bit further than this. Prince Sherry, I'm glad you decided to come and join us tonight. I'm sorry that we're not able to get you on through a video. You were on here last week, or some part of last week or so, the day of the fire at the former president house. You came on and decided to use some incendiary statements, some exciting Liberians against Liberians. I would say now that indeed the president was being targeted by this administration for assassination. I did not quiz you. I did not question you because at that time I have no information on it, and I didn't want to give some false impression that I know what was happening. I'm a truthful person, I believe, and I try to be truthful. So I did not quiz you at that time. Do you care now to modify your statement, sir? Are you there, Prince Sherry?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, sir. I'm listening to you. I'm
Do
here.
you now care to retract, or do you now care to modify, or even adjust yourself in this regard?
Thank you, Mr. So. Like we said, sorry, Mr. To, like we said the last time, and we maintain, and with the information that is coming, in fact, uh, in weeks to come, the CDC will even issue a statement that will even be more stronger than what was issued. But we maintain and say that the government of Mr. Boeka indeed planned an assassination attempt against the life of His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. We maintain that, we stand by that because we have all of the facts are there, and we have the evidence are there
So let
to
me hold
prove.
you a little bit now because I too have some video which I'm not ready to play tonight, but I will just make reference to those. Can you give us one or two examples of what you believe that these are the evidence making you as an intellectual? You remember now, you are VAR man, and for me, in my book, VAR people are the most smarter people in Liberia, as far as I'm concerned. Then second to that is the Loma people, as far as I'm concerned. Then third will be the with people from Nima County. And some of us were way at the bottom with 16.
Give her that
Let's
book
put it that way.
medicine, man. That book medicine. Forget what I
That
do.
book medicine that five people can play.
Yeah, book medicine.
So you report their phone in the water and steady how they use that boat medicine.
That book medicine, the book deliver.
But anyhow, let's that's what I so I'm asking you now, can you give us, unless you're saying according to CDC and its hierarchy, these are security minded people, and perhaps they're not ready to tell us what their evidence is. But can you just give us one or two examples of why you believe this President Baka, who cannot even kill a fly, will try to? And let me say again, nobody in that country, in Liberia, that will touch the hair on President We are here unless he wants to. Anybody you make attempt, anyone you make attempt to take President We are here without he authorizing you, you're in trouble for life. Tell me why you think President Baka will not recognize that to try to bring up assassination attempt against the former president. Prince
Thank you.
Harry, are
Yeah,
you
thank you, sir.
serious?
I will give you two instances. Here is the first instance. When His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah traveled immediately after the election, he took a tour out of the country. On his way back to Liberia, the plane that he was using at the time supposed to have landed right at the RIA, Rabos International Airport. While they were in the air, you're listening to the maritime boss, Len Eugene Nangbe, who is, the head of the president's office right now, You're listening to him on OKFM that when they were coming, the pilot of the plane requested for a permission to land at the RIA. The government of Liberia, led by Mr. Joseph Numa Boeka, refused to give His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah plane the go ahead to land at the RIA airport, to the extent that they were in the air for almost about 45 minutes, hovering around Liberia, waiting and asking for permission in order for them to land. To the extent that the pilot was even saying, well, with the way things are, in fact, it was His Excellency that suggested if we cannot land in Liberia, then let's go to Sierra Leone nearby to land. And the pilot said no, because it almost like, the fuel we are running short. So I got to land. So even without the permission of Liberia Aviation Authority, the pilot had to ignore and then landed the plane right at RIA. That was the first assassination attempt by this particular government.
So, what was the
The
reason
second,
the government gave at the time,
well,
from
there were
your
no
own
reasons up to
perspective?
now. Up to now, we are still waiting for the reason. There were no reasons that were provided by the government. There were absolutely no reason provided by the government. Hey, you don't get any. There were no reason up to now. We are yet to hear from the government, whether there was a reason, but there were no reason given. Now, the second issue, the second attempt was when they deny His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah of using the lodge, the VIP lodge. Now, Mr.
That's
So,
that's
as
that's
a
also an
security,
attempt. That's also
exactly
considered
so,
assassination
exa-
attempt.
exactly so. This
But
is
he
reason
not
why
using
I'm
the law.
saying it.
But he
Yeah,
not using the line.
exactly so. This is the
So
reason why I'm
let me
saying it.
no no let me put a little bit fun into it. So when I leave around, the people refuse for me to use it. They want to me too, eh?
It depends your status. It depends your status. I don't know, but it
Oh,
depends your
okay,
status. But let me
okay.
tell you, that particular VIP lodge, I'm a security person, right? The reason why they have this VIP lodge is not just because they get special halls for people to pass. There are certain security details and protocols that are attached to that particular VIP lodge because people who are coming through those particular area, whether be in whatever country, they are not just, ordinary people. Sometimes it's hard to say, but that's the fact. They are not just ordinary people. Their security is peculiar. Their security is special. So usually they will use these kind of lodge in different areas, this VIP lodge in different areas, because the security protocol there is completely different. It's completely different. It has to do with security. Because it is possible that if you will allow maybe a prominent political figure to just use the ordinary side, somebody we have some kind of sinister motive and we go there because the place that a passenger pass, the security is not too tight.
Mr.
It's a bit
Sherry,
loose.
Mr.
So
Sherry, you have not
that
given me
you
any. You have not given
I'm
me
coming
a
now.
concrete
I'm coming, Mr.
example
So
of
you are
why
not
you
so
believe that the president of the Republic of Liberia quite recently attempted to assassinate the former
yeah.
president. You have not
So
given me
I'm
the
coming
reason
now, Mr.
yet,
So they
specifically on the
decided
fire
that
issue.
they decided that he should not use. I'm giving you instances. They decided that he should not use the VIP lodge. He should use the ordinary place that passenger were passing, so that there are snappers that they have, put in different locations, so that those snappers will be able to do their work. But indeed, we got the information ahead of time and were able to move there adequately, and it showed that he was protected by the crowd, by civilians. We cover him up and provide VIP protections for him, even though you are using the ordinary pathway, but we provided the VIP protection. That's how we're able to take him from the airport. So these were the two attempts. Now, this third attempt on his life was done by the government. They planted they planted a bomb that was to ignite a flame in his room, in his bedroom, so that at the end of the day, when he is resting and sleeping at night, that particular bomb, a sophisticated bomb, which at the appropriate time will give you all of the specific of that particular bomb, will give you all of the ingredients that bomb was made, or the plenty right in your room, so that
In
at the end of the
Liberia,
day, while he is sleeping, Mr. So it can be planted for anywhere. This government of Mr. Joseph Newman Boyka has the capacity to take any kind of dangerous substance from anywhere and bring it in the country. We know what they can do. So it was planted in his room, so that at the end of the day, while he's sleeping at night, fire will be ignited and the story will be finished.
thank you again, folks. This is Samson Toll Labroparito, my one of the panelists tonight, guest contributor tonight, Prince Sharif. I'm here with Terry Collins as well. And let me just say this again: why we might try to feel like we're going, being agitated and what have you. These are conversations that are necessary. Prince Shelley in the community, in the Liberian diaspora community, he's not a small potato. He has his own show. He carries a lot of weight. He makes a statement. So if we have an opportunity to quiz him, let's use that opportunity. Prince Sherry have been saying he says some stuff here tonight, and many of you have listened, and you make your own judgment as to what are the information that he has provided here tonight. Let's also remember he's not the security group for the president, former president, although he said he has a security background. what have you, but he's not the security personnel for the former president. So, but the information he's providing, I don't know how he got his information, and that's not even the issue. But I want my audience to listen and then make your own, come to a conclusion, make your own judgment as to whether the president of the Republic of Liberia, because Prince Shari was here about a week ago when a fire incident happened, and he came out and said that the president of the Republic of Liberia had planned Senator Moses to assassinate the former president of the Republic of Liberia. While we might poke joke here and there, but these are very serious, serious conversations. They have Liberians who are sedition, that glue to people like Prince Sharif. And when they make these kinds of statements, if we have the opportunity, let's ask some questions and let the audience make their own judgment and come up with their own conclusion as well. So I am not trying to give you headache. I'm not trying to make the show low bad. I'm just giving you some different flavor of the tabata that we do here on this show. So Prince Sari is have joined the Tabata Core, and we appreciate it. Let me come to you, my brother Terry. Let me come to you. You heard the lengthy of explanation from our brother. He gave us some instances as far as he's concerned, which to him culminating to the fact that President Abaka want to assassinate the former president of the Republic of Liberia, and that the government has in giving, according to him, three instances where he truly believed that indeed this government have an intention of making sure that the former president does not survive in the Republic of Liberia. If it had not been for CDC and sedition, that in fact perhaps we would have a different topic and different subject matter to talk about. Let's hear from you, Terry, please.
Libra is just so tabata. Maybe Esther, Libra need to send you the link so you can come on. So maybe you can. The talent know you. You know. But here is the thing here, Libra. President Weah himself, and I give it all to Prince Sheridan. The kind of propaganda they won't run, President Weah himself don't want it. That the one are making them vest. And let me tell you, if President Weah, former President Weah say he don't want to run 2029, something, the garden will do something to him. And to me, former President Weah don't want to run. Every time I look at that man, he don't feel it. He not feeling it, but they entourage around him. They compelling him against his will. And right now, as it stands, he can't deny it. He will have to run because of that. The moment he say he want it, they themselves will buy him. But God forbid. But this is the thing here, right? What they try to do did not work. They wanted to create a scenario that would put the blame on Joseph Boga government, that Joseph Boga government want to assassinate former President Weah. God so face it, that man wife spoke to him. That what Prince Jesse Ajay looking at Tabata, the president himself went on his pulpit and explained to the Liberian people what transpired. You coming here to net to tell how the other one was set up to the play, the other one, and since I've been knowing you, I don't know if you have a background in investigation or security or military science. But you now explain to all the different positions of sniper weapon and all the kind of thing. So I'm still confused. You understand? I'm still confused here. So now, it's in order for you to, what you all need to do, say you don't trust the government, you don't trust the government investigative team from the fire service, you don't trust the police, we agree. Do the needful. Go, former President Weah is a big man. Ask for the embassy to bring in, forensic investigators, and they will go there. They will help you to investigate the cause of the fire, and it will establish what's going on. Then we will know from those facts findings that, they will tell us what really transpired. Then all your tabata, then you can put it together now and launch it. But again, like I said, you guys do not know how to carry the narrative of propaganda. And the people you're fighting who in power now, who's sitting over the national cake, my brother, If you ain't come Google your propaganda, they will be your general. They will be your soft. And if this is the kind of tabata you're using, you're fighting, because
Thank you.
I get former president he's a good man. I believe his what destroyed him was the people around him. But former president
Thank you.
is a very good man.
One last. Let
So
me ask.
this is what.
Let me ask Prince Sherry this last question before I open the line. CEO, if you're listening, I believe we'll go over maybe by 5 or 10 minutes tonight. Mr. Sherry, let me ask you this. What was your reason? What was the reason? And I'm not too sure whether you're able to answer. If you cannot, that will be fine with me. But what was the reason of the president and his people, former president, and his people denying the Liberian government the opportunity to investigate the fire origin? What was the reason? Mr. Sherry, are you with us?
I think his mic
Mr.
is
Sherry,
off.
are you there? Okay.
Check your mic, Mr. Sherry. Your mic is off.
Your mic is off. So if you're listening, all right. Okay. So
Maybe on
perhaps
the phone.
that the liberal in charge, people like Sheridan, they scared of the liberal. He run away. Let me come tell my that saying, you see, I tell you, run away. He ever to come. Prince Sheridan run away from the liberal, my people. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe there's a technical issue from his side. Prince Sherry, anytime you're ready, you can come back. We will be here. We appreciate all of it. Like I said, I told the audience tonight that whatever it is that we're doing, we want to make sure that we have other people who have something to contribute to the discussion about our country. And Prince Sherry has an immense contribution to this conversation. Yeah, another one. Yeah, he coming calling. I didn't even open the line. So let me go ahead. And open the line, and folks, let me open the line so you guys can join us. Let me take this call. Prince Sherry, if you care to come back, we will appreciate that. If not, please don't be a stranger to us. Walter Carter, what's on your mind?
Thank you, Deliverer. I've been following the conversation with our Prince Sherry. My brother Prince Sherry came on to beat some senses in Terry ear. So this is the thing, Mr. Two. The due for WIAC is different from WIAC payment. Don't forget, the government of Liberia was not responsible to pay WIAC payment to WIAC. It was the students of Liberia that were paying their money directly to WIAC. The students of Liberia. They do
so that the student owe the $6 billion?
No. You see, that's the as intelligent as you are, you cannot ask me that kind of question because you know I'm gonna tell it to you straight. You can't do that, Mr. Toe. That's two separate payments. The Liberian government or WIAC are due. Every year they should be paying.
So who owed the $6 million? Don't talk about that now. Who owed the $6 million? Who owed the $6 million? No, but tell me straight. Who owed the money? Who owed the money?
Give me a chance. I'm gonna tell you, the Liberian government.
Honor president, we are honor former president, we are.
No, I'm coming. The Liberian government, this money came from Eddie Johnson selling time. Some of the money came from Eddie Johnson selling time.
Oh, that president, we are who say you are going to be able to pay the wire fee as that man Selena.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened here. When President Weah initiated the wire payment for
yeah, they come, they're trooping in tonight. Hold on. Let me merge another Prince Sherry supporter.
For the students' payment.
Okay.
You pay the children wire fees religiously.
Okay.
Thank you. Inherited from Eddie Johnson.
Thank you. We got.
You cut me off?
No, but we got other people behind you. If you,
I didn't even talk. I tell him Secondly, you
No,
want
yeah,
to
but we got other people behind you. They're the same thing. Thank you.
No, that's not even how I qualify. I just making for terrorism. You understand? That's two different payments. One
Okay.
is for Liberia government itself, and this the wire payment, the wire schools, or I mean the wire test
Thank you.
was an initiative by President George Manuel Weah. There were two separate payments, and he didn't owe nothing.
Okay.
So let's go back to the fire incident.
Okay. No. We got other people behind you. Walter Carter, come back.
What you
Call
call
back
it?
again.
Okay,
I'll
no
bring you on.
problem.
Okay.
I will call back again.
Let me hear from you. Rescue 3. Let's hear from you. Then we can bring you Aaron Bradford.
So how are you doing?
Thank you.
Sorry, to be on issue with the Tabata because when we get to a point again tonight, you know, the only you kind of get a kind of get tonight. In the first place,
your phone not doing you a good justice at all, Chief.
Are you getting me on the subtle?
Yeah, but you are breaking up.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I said in the fight play security analysts. So this time I will not call in touch over again. I'll call in the security analysts. But when somebody say that they had a parable and said somebody say that when my father died, I would kill a cow for him, asking the time his father been living here, ever kill chicken. Prince Sherry was right there when they invited the former president to America here. He is security, and I know that you were there with the CIA when the president went there. And the second thing he said concerning that they provided a loan for the market women and other Liberians in our country. These are the cats that they run in our country, they stole from the country. They stole from the country. You can remember that morning business called the former Deputy Minister Jemama will call it the lead CDC today. Between he and between she and the former education minister. If you are coming to that platform to speak at the kind of lies, you know, sometimes it's great headed for people because if the platform they may come here to talk about the government plan to assassinate the former president. What kind of thing is it? I see what Solomon Joy called the people today say this sedition they are settled. That what Solomon Joy said today. You know, they have a whole lot of cancellation because the former the deputy speaker said that he called them creature. Now Solomon Joy calling them settled.
Okay.
If you want like coming like is not for one group of people. So if the former president had fire to his heart, nobody was wishing for that incident. But you are coming to use that kind of means to come to the international platform to say that the government plan people here and there, and y'all want to get their cover to cover the president, the former president. I don't think you can be fair for our nation. With that mere propaganda, pushing, I come here, Mr. Top, please, you get a man long time here.
But the man he was invited. He's a contributing guest. So
yeah, let me say my last point. So I will leave this to the other people.
Go ahead.
The preacher then will come with that kind of lies on that kind of platform. Get to preach. I don't think you can find your way through getting into power. You lie. If you come in talking about Baka government or Kia massacre to play or King Job, the auditor that you can live your wife, he get you today, he get in their widows.
Okay, thank you.
Young people in our country, you think the people not monitoring you people?
Thank you.
What place?
Thank you, Rescue 3. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Aaron Bradford, good evening. Thank you for joining us. What's on your mind, sir? Aaron Bradford, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's on my mind is the Tabata, or you, Terry, and the other one who just left the land, Clarence talking. Now he want to talk about lies, all the lies that you guys peddle for the past 6 years to come to power. That now he want to talk about lies. Go. Let me just get straight to the point. The first thing is, Terry, if you have never gotten a scholarship before, don't talk about scholarship when people send people somewhere. Every scholarship has terms, agreement. Okay? If you don't meet up to that terms or the agreement, whether that government or that the school, they will cancel the scholarship. Okay? So stop citing Google. I told you before, even my 9-year-old daughter can post something on Google. Stop citing Google. Or even if you cite Google, look for credible people who have written a lot of articles before and people cited them before you come on the platform to talk about it. Google, say Google. All that thing you're reading, that's also Google, because you just go on your phone and just open Google and ask questions. And you start getting all kinds of stuff and reading it. You just contradicted yourself on the platform.
Oh, Mr. Terry, let him finish. Terry, let him finish. You have the time. Go ahead.
Is that due to the headquarters? Then you're talking about YX fees. Don't you know it's two different things? Fees and views. Don't you know that's two different things?
Okay.
You come on this show every day, you want to talk about sedition. And the same thing that happened to Martin Colley again, when I said don't grabbing, he couldn't even utter a word from his mouth.
Okay.
But every day y'all will know that sedition not educated, you guys are the educated ones. I'm not going to talk, let me finish, Mr. So I'm too finished. I'm not even going to talk about the assassination attempt and all of that. I'm not going to dive into that because it's not I'm not going to go into that. But
why CDC lying about that one?
No. I'm not saying all of that. I'm just trying
what stopped you from talking before? You always take into everything.
I want to speak to the point. I want to speak to the point I want to speak to because.
No, but I want you to speak to that. I want you to speak to that. Why you forcing me to speak to it? Are you a mechanic? I ask you that question. You answer it. Because I won't bring my car to you so you can visit. Go ahead, wrap it up so we can get us so I can bring the people in.
Yeah. Let me wrap it up. So Terry, my brother, look. Please, if you want to cite sources, look for credible sources to cite. Okay?
Thank you.
If you even go to Google, say I'm quoting this person or that person, you just contradicted yourself big time.
Thank you.
Views and fees are two different things. So the people that can be texting you with information, let them text you again with more information. Okay, my brother?
Thank you. You'll be the last caller for the night. And the battery is almost dead anyway. That mean we face IE people car, borrow person. Gaga Ray Jesse on I'm face yellow people car. I beg you, man. Oh, I gotta take the last caller. Caller, just to give you a warning, I only have 2 bars on my phone now, so please make it brief. I don't want you to call up and then you say I caught you. What's on your mind, sir? What's your name? Hold on. Okay, let's start over. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, Samson. This is Saturday. How you guys doing?
Not bad. This is Tuesday talking. Where your name? Go ahead, Saturday. Let's hear from you, my brother.
So, you try to. What made me laugh is that what made me to call is you try to squeeze. Are you there?
Yeah, we're listening to you. I got only 2 bars remaining. It will soon caught up.
You want to squeeze something out of Aaron
When was the last time Aaron Brother came and said, I want to talk about it? Anything you throw, he thought, but then when I say, yeah, you want to touch it. Thank you for your call. Now, one thing I love about LPR audience, they listen. But thank you very much. Those of you that call, we appreciate it. Like I said, Mr. Sherry is part of the Liberian community, and he has a huge thing he want to talk about. Whether you agree with him or not, he has the opportunity, and we must let him express himself freely. So let's come to you, Mr. Sherry. Give us your closing so I can go around the room because I'm going to be late. I already informed the CEO, and I think the CEO is on board with us being at least 5 or 10 minutes late. Let's hear from you, Mr. Sherry. Are you still with us?
Yes, sir. I'm still here. I'm here, sir.
Thank you. Go ahead. What will be your closing?
All right. So my closing is, Mr. Toll, it is clear that this government has lost focus. Imagine this government was able to use state resources to travel to the United States of America, went back to Liberia, and could not give us any tangible happiness relative to why they came here and what they were able to achieve. Countries like Sierra Leone are enumerating the number of benefits that they were able to accrue from the travels, both from the UNGA and etc. etc. But we go back only to ask Mr. Boyka to say everything is okay. Now, everything okay, Bene, we gave you money for you to come here. More besides, for these people to use state resources and organize a unity party gathering and lied and say that it is a diaspora conference. I think this is a crime, it's one of the greatest crimes. And we want to use this podium to call on the LHCT to
Walter
launch an
Carter, you hear?
investigation.
Walter
To
Carter, you
launch
hear
an
preacher say?
investigation.
Mm-hmm.
We want for the LACC to launch an investigation because from the report that we are getting, that this particular quote unquote diaspora conference they said they were having, almost about 700,000 was used on the diaspora conference, in which we know this money were placed in the hands of members of the Unity Party who, to some extent, felt disenchanted. They felt disenchanted, so they were sharing the money to them. We think that that particular money must be accounted for by this government. And even more besides, today we are seeing what happening in Liberia. The recent report has come up from the United States as it relates to, persons in trafficking. They get a report. The report is out. Tomorrow we'll be discussing it on our platform. The report is very damaging. This government has absolutely no respect for the rights of people. This government cannot even tolerate people. We were denied of attending the conference. This is a proof that this government is very intolerant. Look at today what is happening. There are people that are out of schools. I mean, kids out of schools because their parents have been sacked illegally by this particular government. This government have come to witch hunt. Look at what is happening in Foya. You take 10 million of the Liberian people money and you lie that that place was how you call ECOWAS a conference center. To ask you again, he said, no, now ECOWAS conference center is for a presidential lodge. So which one are we going to listen to? As I speak to you, the Ministry of Education is engulfed in financial malpractices of almost $1.2 million. That's what led to the massive failure of our children. Look at the result. When President Weah was president of the Republic of Liberia, we saw how our students performed excellently in all of the public tests, especially those international public tests, like the WAS and etc. But look at under this government. You saw the recent report, the massive failure. Today, you see police brutality is all around the place. Disrespect for the rule of law. That this government will say they want to install a regime speaker and not a speaker that was duly elected by his peers. This is scary. This is terrible.
Thank you.
Liberia is retrogressing under this particular government. And we believe that we are calling on the international community to be able to rescue Liberia. Look at of recent torture. Torture
But
has been
our
introduced.
the
Which
rescue
is
will get
again,
going, and I'm good rescue.
torture has been introduced under this government, which is something that is against international protocol. So we are calling on the international community to immediately take siege of this matter. If possible, arrest those who were involved in that particular international crime, because it's a crime against humanity. Torture is a crime. And these
Thank
people
you.
must account for the killing of our people, the massacre of our people in Kinjor.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Seri. Thank you very much. I would, on a very serious note, like I said, we appreciate you coming and making statement here, and even though we don't agree with you, but it's your right. And one of the things that I really enjoy and like about you is that you make uh, Sean Duffy, the former press secretary to President, from the first time President Donald Trump, you make them look like chicken something. You make the lady what's her name, the Huckabee. You make them look like they're nothing. I think if President we really want to win the election, they got to bring you up. They got to bring you and be on that podium, because when you finish talking, everybody who can't even read, they will say they give over. But we respect you, my piggy. We respect you. And I hope you'll be able to join us from time to time so we can have these kinds of conversation. Because here's a good thing here that I don't agree with you. I think everything you say here tonight, they are tabata. But however, there are information you're putting out there And I like that because you're also giving us the opportunity for the audience to weigh in. You are talking to the audience. You're not just talking to me because you want to talk to me. You just call me on the phone. But we have people right now. We have 397 people are watching, and these people are listening to you. So it is their duty, those who are listening to you. It's not me to convince them. It's not me to say what Prince Harry said that I'm true. I can say, oh my own tabata. But the opportunity that you are giving to our audience to be able to make up their mind and make sure that even if these things are true, what happened? I appreciate that. Because you also make Liberian, even if they don't believe you, you're giving them the reason to question and perhaps try to ascertain the facts. And I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, Scott, let's get from you your closing, and then Terry can take us home. Go ahead, Sis Scott. You're muted. We can't hear you, Sis Scott. I think your closing comes. Prince Sharina finish. Prince Sharina finish. He not finish. Bring that. Their
We're not
Basajama
hearing
on
you,
you. You're
sister.
done. Prince Sharif brought the Basajama
You're
from.
not hearing me,
Now we
sir?
can
Okay,
hear
now,
you. Now we
yeah,
can
you
hear
good
you.
now.
Oh,
You good
okay.
now.
I
Come
think
on.
it's I changed
Wow. It's
location.
so far, and the five people just
Says
went
Potter, you need
clash.
to send some of that toboggy, that toboggy with a weird dry monkey meat.
Yeah.
My man,
Some
I
of that
know you're
toboggy,
not
the
near me.
kitty.
You're not. I know where you are, but I could get you some, man, my man. You just say I know what will happen.
Oh my sure you're coming to talk about
Seriously,
who eating what and
Yeah. So,
we supposed
Mister.
to
So,
no, no, no,
Mister.
no, 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 no. We got sorry for none yet. When am I gonna get some from you too?
Mister. Let me see. I don't know how long it takes for food to be shipped down there, but like we're plenty.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
yeah.
We're plenty.
I beg you. Let me take this one call. I beg you, folks. I beg you. Samson told like bro, what's your name? Where you're calling from? I want to have two bars. Please make it brief.
Mr. Too Able here from Minnesota. I get a quick question regarding the road situation.
Who is this? Who is this?
It's Able from Minnesota.
Okay, what's your question, sir?
My question regarding, since you are engineer and you're part of the rescue train, have you ever considered giving them pieces of advice with the road construction going towards the southeast to put a divider and to avoid or to minimize any accident because it's a two lane and there's no divider, no head on collision since we haven't the construction. So is there any way that you can advise them to put a divider?
Okay. Thank you for that question. We'll answer it on the other side. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go ahead, sis. Go to
Yeah,
2
thank you,
minutes, please.
Mister. So, and I want to say thank you, Terry. Sometimes some of these things, when we do not come to make clarity on it, the people will pass with it. And it's good that some of these station or string, yeah, you can just not come here and lie and go with impunity. Okay, you agree that you said President Weah paid the wire fees. So how you expect the institution to run without a fees? So if you say they pay the fees, so what become of the institution running? Those are some of the things they don't ask. You say, okay, I pay LU school fee. The student in LU school fee. See today how the institution looks. Then they come here and say a government cannot provide for the institution. The unfortunate thing about them, some of us did not support the United Party government to come and back the United Party government like they do. When we sit here on this platform, we come and talk against the ears of this government. And also what the government does, we talk good about the government, what he does, or what the government does. But unfortunately for these guys, that's why they spend $150 million for election. Can you imagine you spend that amount and lose an election?
Do you really believe that CDC spent $150 million
Yes,
in Liberia on the
150 million.
election?
There is a record. Yep, ask any of them. 150 million. That's what they
Maybe
what the
150
pocket is,
million
but
Liberian
that was
dollars.
the budget. That was their budget for it, and that what they spent. According to them, that what they spent. So who am I to deny it? They said that you saw what they call the guy, the former representative for district, what they call Solomon George admitted it. And many of them admitted that they received that money, but some of them did not get the money because the hurricane, I guess most of them pocket that money and went away. Because of this kind of lies Prince Sheridan were carrying around. You come and say, I'll pay fees. Then you owing it and not paying the institution the fees. Or you go and pay a little amount and does not, and pay the rest of it. How you expecting the institution to run?
Thank you.
Then they come today and be lying. And these lies that you will come up with, he sat there, he called himself a security expert. Where did he get his expertise from?
But wait a minute. Are we
Where
here
did he?
No, but wait a minute. What authority do we have to question his security expertise?
Exactly. The question, I can question it because there was no investigation. He came with conclusion.
Okay, thank you.
So that's my question.
We do not have the authority. We
No,
do not have
the how he came out with our investigation and feed it up. That's how I disqualify him.
You are a nurse. You do not have the credential to
this
question.
Man is equally not a security. You think because he's doing mosquito police joy and means security?
You don't know that.
But Mr. Toe, I know this particular man. He always lie on credential. The last thing he said he a specialist in computer. When they started questioning it, he had no educational background because he think he can play with computer or come on laptop or come on what they call something and practice how to talk on. Then he consider himself security computer analyst.
Hello, Mr. So.
No, Mr. So, let me talk my own. That man was talking in Tabata here.
You finish.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you. Hold on, Sherry. Says God to thank you very much. Thank you very much.
No, Mr. Don't let Sherry go with it without impunity. No, Mr. Two.
We can't do that. Please.
He cannot call himself.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you, Says God. We can't do that. We can't let him. Mr. Sherry.
Yes, sir.
I will give you 1 minute to express, please.
Thank you. You see, Mr. So, we are grateful that the Liberian people have realized the mistake. We are grateful that the Liberian people are now trooping in their numbers towards the CDC. And I want to use this
trouble.
That it is about time
let's keep it.
It is about time that those who want to be a member of the CDC become member now. Because in the next, not too long distant future, we are talking about almost 3 million members of the CDC, one of the largest political institutions. So those of you that are sitting on the fence, it is about time that you come and associate. Because the Liberian people are now seeing the failure of this government. Mr. So, these people have been here representing the Unity Party. Have they talked about job creation? Have they talked about the impact of this government on, for example, the infrastructure development? Have they talked about the health sector? Have they talked about the human resource development of their government? Have they talked about the issue of agriculture, how they have made impact? But I can tell you what His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah did in the health sector. He's able to build more hospitals, first time in the history of the Republic of Liberia. Since 1822, the first president to build the largest amount of hospitals. So to conclude, Mr. To conclude, what I want to say is that, I love my sister, I love my brother Taryn, but when you come here, you must come prepared. When you come in against a sedition that is intellectually packed, that has all of the information to their fingertip, don't play fun here. You can't read about headquarters. We're talking about YFE, you can't talk about headquarters. What are you talking about headquarters? These are some of the lies that these people told to our people. Yeah, to just conclude, Mr.
How many times you conclude, Mr. Sherry?
Yeah, to conclusively conclude. Okay. Okay, to get 10 minutes. To conclusively conclude.
No, Mr. Sherry,
okay. Just 15 seconds. Okay, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. So to conclusively conclude, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity, and we will be here to erect the necessary checkpoints as we ensure that some of these lies that were being told by the Unity Party, they are debunked. Like today now, you see on the platform, our brothers and sisters, who are representing the Unity Party, they are fall flat on their belly because they have failed to inform the people how they will employ, how they will be able to employ mechanism to provide more job. The health sector. Look at our mothers are giving birth on the sidewalk. While Joseph Newman Boyka is building $10 million mansion in Foya. And
Thank you.
JFK is completely out of doctors. No
Thank you.
transportation.
Thank
The
you.
University
Thank
of
you,
Liberia
sir.
is closed. But we'll
Thank
be here
you.
again another time.
Thank you. I hope we come back
Thank you.
another time. Thank you very
Sure,
much.
Mr. Sewell.
Again,
Thank you,
let
sir.
me bring in Terry. Terry, please,
Yeah,
we're completely out of time. Go ahead. Give us your closing.
yeah, my internet looking like it's having problem here. But bro, there is a thing here, right? Like what Sis Cotto said, if you didn't pay the fees, then what the essence of you paying the how you call it? What the essence of you paying the
Dude,
YX fees if you can't pay the I mean if you can't pay the dues for the headquarter operational funds, what the essence of you paying the YX? Because it's one of the same. Because here is the thing, and what his name what the guy man Beauplet Beauplet go to the Heritage newspaper, go to the Daily Observers. Those are the websites. You go there on the website, you will check all the information. Or you are talking, say, are looking at AR. No, we don't look at AR like yo. We don't be billing AR billing and all the kind of thing. Go and look on the Daily Observer newspaper. Go and look on Heritage. You all the informations are there.
AI fire it off.
says
Yeah.
Kotu, will you please?
So so the thing here is just laughable. You were killed over the period of years. The people were behind you for the money. You were not able to pay the people money, but you claim that you were paying the wire fee, but you were not paying the operational funds money. To the extent the headquarter threatening to offload all the information of your students. Go and check the information is there. So how were you paying the how were you paying it? Then you get boasting talk about say it was fee. I mean it
Thank,
was due. It was not
thank
fee.
you, Terry.
You
Thank
do
you.
you
Thank you.
yeah, but anyway, thank you, Labor. Labor
Yeah,
try to
I
protect
mean,
his guests, so no problem. We
I
understand.
know.
yeah.
We get it.
So
We
he's a contributor tonight as a
But the
panelist.
one thing we always say, we're not here to protect the Unity Party government. Me, I would say any wrong thing that the Unity Party does, the government does.
Thank you, guys.
right.
Let me get
But
out of here. I'm
why you
15
condemn
Thank
the
minutes.
you,
raping
Labor.
of the 14 years old? Why you not condemn the
Thank
14
Of
you.
course
the
we
14 years
did.
old raping?
He
Thank you.
did.
Of
Thank you,
course.
guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Cisco to Prince Sari. Thank you, guys. I have to go. I have to go, to be honest. We're completely out of time, and I will not hear the end of it tomorrow when the CEO come out here and try to use me as a springboard tomorrow because of that. But let me just say this here very frankly. Let me say it. To many of you who've been listening, to many of you who will listen again, we want to thank all of you. Look, this platform, we have worked hard to come this far. Many of these platforms, especially LPR, we do not pick and choose who the guest should be or what the guest should say. When you agree to be part of this platform, the conversation continues. I will not tell you what to say. I should be ready when you say something, how to respond or what question that I have for you. How you answer your question is up to you. So we're not going to determine what Prince Sherry should say and how he should say it. We can't do that. And many of you that will come on, I hope that when we invite our brother next time, words such as lies and things like that, those are uncomfortable words for me. You can use the word misleading. You can use other adjective or verb, whatever it is to describe whatever you want to bring up here. But you can't just come out and call him names that perhaps if somebody call you, you yourself would not be comfortable. You might not agree with him, but he's Liberian, and you can't take that away from him. He has the right, whatever platform he wants to go to. Once he accepted to join, he has the right to express himself freely, as long his expressing and his expression, whatever it is, they are within the confine of whatever platform they have. The rule is set. With that, folks, So where is my stuff tonight? Did I remove that? With that, folks, I want to thank all of you again tonight, and I will say good night to all of you. Let's join Mr. Soul tomorrow, where we'll have a conversation. Mr. Sherry, we want to thank you tonight for spiking LPR again tonight. This is a wonderful show, and we are allowed to do these things from time to time. I hope whenever you have the opportunity to join us, please do so, because we're going to have a conversation about our country. Folks, good night. One other thing, folks. I'm sorry. There was a gentleman that called at the very end. If I didn't respond to that, I will make sure to respond to you Thursday early in the show. I apologize if I didn't respond to you. Your point is well taken. Why is it these roads that are going to have two-lane traffic? Why is it you do not have a divider? Good point. Those of us that have my town, total is way over there. So it's a long way to drive to come to Monrovia. And have any car passing by you, especially now that the roads are good. They're going with heavy speed. So yes, you're quite correct. But I will tell you why, because I do have the insight. But thank you for that question. Let me get back. Good night, folks. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just want to make sure that the young man who asked a question know that I forgot to answer, and I will answer that Thursday. Good night.
Sazo mega ye blanco guadi so eh kawaka kama mapenyo ngokoziza bagum ye botlana ye to dogin sikewe okay sugu kuwa boye si ao mamen budo ken sugu Little man away ye we so sikewe okay sugu kuwa boye si ao okay sugu tomorrow Nyera no yo kagoda boa Mawe koya mori te wan wore toke wan ro kon beke idu Mawe so yesi kawe batu Ye kwe mo te wanu agara gara mui Nuso e kaso Bo plaki ya mui Nyoba waka mao Hawe so yesi kawe Hawa nusu wa yetu gaugu Mao ne wabili wagu So scared of being there, I went up on your mouth. How do I go see it ever good? Some yet, Maluo, Tuta kuna gonza sasa ingo mume na zabagu hapaka yute tumetone manga wakori de toke bonga gbebo atene mage yema sawe wapia ye sore oke tu magasi mau kala mui lagi ya mui yama wa kama ana nera yetu I go see you, go to it. When you go to it, so go to it.